have you with us. You're watching The Big Story with me, Avni Raja, and our top focus at this point in time is the mega vaccine fraud cases that are being probed currently. Let's start off with breaking news relating to that. An additional commissioner of police in an exclusive conversation to Mirror Now has revealed more details of this entire probe of the fake vaccines. As per the latest, a total of 9 camps were organized by the same gang. The cops have filed FIRs in 5 cases so far. 6 people have been arrested. Additional CP also says that prima facie, it looks that 38 vials of the original vaccine were procured from the private hospital by the accused. Let's listen in.
Prima facie, it seems that 38 vials of original vaccine were procured by one of the accused from one hospital. So we are verifying the role of the hospital also. The hospital management had received certain money in cash. So basically, VCPC, that private vaccination center, if you get that permission from the BMC, you have to follow certain SOPs, like maintain the cold chain, storage chain, and keeping the ambulance, compartmentalization of the vaccination process. So whether this hospital followed that process, because 38 vials means each vial can give 10 to 12 doses to individuals. So if that first 38 vials could have been served to like 380 or 400 plus people. So rest of the camps, prima facie, it seems from the statements of the witnesses that the vials were not sealed. The lower rung, the data entry operators, 3 of them have been arrested from 3 different centers, because this Hiranandani got certificates from 3 different hospitals. One was from NESCO, another from Lifeline, and third was from Nanavati. So we checked the involvement. Only at data entry operator level, the involvement was there, and the very paltry sum, like 2,800 rupees, were received by this data entry operator to issue this false or fake certificates.
All right, so there have been a lot of fast-paced developments over this entire fraud, the cases of the vaccine drives that have been coming in. We've got both Disha and Sandhya to take us through all the latest developments and break down this entire case at this point in time and where the probe stands. Let's start first by talking about as far as the latest developments are concerned. Now, Maharashtra fake vaccination drive is what we're talking about. 9 such instances in Mumbai and in Thane. 1 week after the fraud came to light, the state government has now admitted that at least 2,000 people have been cheated in these drives, 8 in Mumbai, 1 in Thane. From upscale housing society to production houses, educational institutes, corporate to government bank staff have all fallen prey to this scam. Now, some of these victims were issued fake certificates stolen through CoWIN IDs and passwords. Several of them didn't even receive any certificates at all. In fact, earlier in the day, a contractual employee who worked in the data entry department of a government-run COVID center was arrested as well. She's accused of stealing CoWIN details that were used in the scam. And at this point in time, 5 FIRs have been filed. In fact, Sandhya is with us as well. Sandhya, if you can take us through all these latest developments. One by one, the FIRs are being filed in the various cases, but take us through the details here.
So, Avni, this scam surfaced around 10 days ago when the residents of Hiranandani Housing Society, located in Mumbai's Kandivali area, gave a police complaint stating that how the suspect that they have been conned in the name of giving a vaccination, and they realized this once they received their certificates, and they realized that those were the fake certificates. Since then, Mumbai police is filing FIRs after FIRs. That started with Kandivali police station filing an FIR with regards to Hiranandani society's residents. Second was Versova police station, which filed an FIR. After that, Khar police station filed an FIR. After there was Borivali police station who filed an FIR yesterday. And now Boiwada police station has filed an FIR in the case. Total 5 FIRs have been filed by Mumbai police so far, and 6 people have been arrested. Now there are two more organizations in Mumbai. One is in Bangur Nagar and one is in Borivali, where similar drives were conducted, and FIRs in both the matters are likely to be filed today and by today evening. So one is actually a private organization located in Mumbai's Borivali area, where around 514 people were vaccinated. And second one is actually a branch of a centralized bank that is located in Mumbai's Bangur Nagar area. And in that matter also, Mumbai police is saying that they're going to file an FIR today by today evening. Now talking about the arrested accused here, total 6 accused have been arrested by Mumbai police so far. One is Dr. Manish Tripathi. One is actually Mahendra Pratap Singh, and he is the person who, since the very beginning, actually Mumbai police said that he looks like the mastermind of the whole scam. Mahendra Pratap Singh was the one who used to make all these arrangements. Or related to vaccination camps, and financial transaction was something he used to look after. He used to coordinate. He used to actually assign the work to the team. And second person is Sanjay Gupta. He's actually someone with some event management background, and he used to look after the on-ground arrangements related to these vaccination drives. Apart from that, Sachin, if we talk about the other accused, Chandan Singh and Nitin Mode, these two people actually used to work in different hospitals in Mumbai, and they allegedly stole the COVID ID data from those hospitals in order to generate the fake certificate. Fifth accused is Karim Ali. He used to, he is actually associated with another accused, Dr. Manish Tripathi. And Karim Ali was the one who physically got those vaccines to Hiranandani Society. Now, sixth accused, the recent arrest is of Gudiya Yadav. She is a student of Dr. Manish Tripathi. She used to work as a contractual employee at Nesco Vaccination Center. She allegedly stole the COVID login ID and password of Nesco Center, and that's how those fake certificates were generated, because some of them have a name of Nesco Center as well on them. Now, if we talk about the status of absconding accused, two accused are absconding, that is Dr. Manish Tripathi. This is the person who, according to Mumbai police, used to procure these vaccines. To other accused, he told that he got these vaccines from BKC. So, whether or not those vaccines were genuine or fake, that is something he is in the know of, according to Mumbai police. So he, as of now, is absconding. He has filed for his ABA as an anticipatory bail as well. Now, talking about the second absconding accused, that is Rajesh Pandey. He used to work with Kokilaben Ambani Hospital, and that's how most of the victims actually trusted him, because he was associated with such a reputed hospital. He was terminated from the hospital service once the scam surfaced. So this is the development as far as this vaccination scam investigation is concerned.
All right. Meanwhile, this issue also came up in court. In fact, the High Court has raised some serious concerns over this entire fraud, and has also questioned how Maharashtra government and the Mumbai civic body were planning to deal with them. The court has also asked the civic body to urgently find out the effect of the jabs and what impact it could have on those who were administered these fake jabs. Disha, if you can take us through what the court has said. Obviously, one issue, main issue the court is worried about is what have these people been administered with, and what could the possible impact of that be?
Well, certainly today, of course, in the Bombay High Court, the Maharashtra state government has put on record that there are about over 2,000 such victims who have fallen prey into the vaccination fraud scam, and particularly in these illegal camps that were organized in the past nearly 1 month or so in various places in Borivali, Malad, Parel, and even other areas for that matter. And specifically, the court also said that these victims, basically, they need to be checked upon, because still we do not know that the jabs that have been given to these victims is real or fake. So that is also something which is still under investigation, and the BMC police, everyone is investigating at this point in time. On the other hand, the court also expresses anxiety over this entire issue and clearly said that if there is policy in in place by the BMC as far as vaccination camp in private housing societies is concerned, then why so much of these camps were held without BMC's knowledge? So what kind of new policies will come into picture? How the BMC and the state plans to really deal with this issue is something which the court wanted to know. As far as the current investigation is concerned, like Sandhya pointed out, that 6 arrests have been made so far in this case. 5 FIRs have been filed. The state government also reiterated the fact that how statements of 400 witnesses have been recorded so far in this entire vaccination scam fraud incident. And now, of course, the Bombay High Court has asked the state as well as the BMC to file 2 separate affidavits on this entire issue. One, of course, the state level to ensure that, across the state, one policy is being done so that such fake vaccination incidents do not really occur in housing societies.
Yes, absolutely, Disha. In fact, Disha, Sandhya, do stay with us. Let me also go across to Mahesh Tapase of the NCP, who's joining us at this point on the phone line. Thank you very much, Mr. Tapase, for joining us here on Mirror Now. My question to you is this: obviously now, as more details are coming out, FIRs are being filed, investigation is on. It seems like an extremely well thought out fraud, and that was completely that's been done. What is being done now in terms of to ensure that this kind of a thing does not happen again? Obviously, protocols need to be strengthened. Things need to be done on that front.
Well, sir, like you said, the protocol needs to be strengthened. I think the guidelines are already in place. If any residential society wants to take a vaccination drive, they have to first approach the Mumbai Municipal Corporation and put up a request with the local police station that such and such thing is happening. But it's very strange that even in the times of pandemic, now that we hear of the Delta variant and so many other things in the days to come, that certain people have created this fake vaccination drive and actually looted the people. And more than that, now we don't know what they've been injected. So today, when the chief public prosecutor Mr. Thakre was putting across his deliberation in the High Court, the court has said that the people need to be monitored, like their health needs to be monitored for the next couple of days, because we don't know what side effects and what it is. And 400 witnesses have recorded their statement with the police. 4 different FIRs have been filed. Mumbai police is highly acting on whatever tip of that they are getting with regards to this fake vaccination drive. And again, I think the next hearing on this is with the Mumbai High Court is, I think, on 29th of June. So nevertheless, I think media will have to play a very proactive role, and I'm very happy to say that your channel has been doing it very proactively in educating the people, in making them aware that these kind of fraudulent activities are happening in and around Mumbai, and societies and the citizens by and large have to be vigilant that nothing of fake vaccine comes to them.
Right. Mr. Tapase, the other point also is that a notice was served to one of the production houses where, I think over 100 or 200 people were also victims of this entire fraud. If you can help us understand on what basis was that notice served to them, because they're obviously victims in this and it's not them alone. There are a whole number of people and number of institutions which have been victim to this fraud.
Individual case, I may not be having very specific information as to what notice has been served. But overall, this thing has happened without the knowledge of the Mumbai Municipal Corporation. Whoever is organizing any kind of a vaccination drive in a complex, in a corporate system for the employees, they have to inform the Mumbai Municipal Corporation or whichever municipal corporation that they are saying, which I think the said entertainment company has failed to inform vaccination to the Mumbai Municipal Corporation. It is a nice initiative that a company is thinking for its own employees, but having not informed the relevant authorities, actually, it's now I mean the problem is more aggravated than it was previously.
Okay. And also, Mahesh Tapase, we understand that the state is mulling doing a sero survey among the people who have received these jabs at this point in time. If you can give us an update on that, any development on that front?
Sorry, I couldn't hear you. What did you say? Hello.
The state is mulling doing a sero survey on those who have been jabbed in these fake drives. Is there any update on that front?
People are being monitored for what kind of effect it has happened because police is on high alert. So is the Mumbai Municipal Corporation. And now that citizens have been made aware about the entire fake vaccination drive, and responsible channels like you have really taken good effort in educating the people. So we are just waiting for the outcome, and we just hope and pray that everything, the people who have been vaccinated in these drives are safe and sound. That is our primary concern. Yes.
All right. Mahesh Sapase, thank you so much for joining us and giving us that information. In fact, let's also now talk about the fact that it's been 5 days since the Mumbai Civic Body wrote to the Serum Institute also seeking details of the jabs used in the fake vaccine drives. But there's still no clarity on that as yet. And Maharashtra government, like we just heard Mahesh Sapase also saying, that is yet to find out what exactly was administered, the impact of all of that. Now, Sandhya, there are still, some questions which are not answered at this point in time. One is what has happened to the response from Serum Institute. That is one important question that has happened. And the other, of course, is the fact that this notice that was served to one of the production houses. Any update on that?
See, one thing which BMC and police has maintained since the very beginning, that none of these places actually followed the procedure, which means that they did not inform the BMC the way they were supposed to. As per the procedure, anybody who is conducting, who is getting a vaccination drive conducted in their premises has to inform the BMC local ward office pre and post the vaccination drive. A letter of MOU also has to be signed with the hospital. So those are the procedures which have to be taken care by those who are receiving the jab, but that clearly was not done in all these cases. So that is exactly why this notice is being served to this production house by BMC, because BMC is saying that the permission was not sought. Similar allegation is there on Hiranandani Society as well. On the other hand, BMC claimed that they have written a letter to Serum Institute of India, and they have actually sought the details of the batches which were used while giving jabs to all these people in all these places. According to BMC, once that information will be out, once Serum Institute will help BMC with that information, it will become slightly easier to establish whether those vaccines are fake or not. But status of that particular report is also not. BMC as of now has maintained that they are yet to receive a reply from Serum.
All right, Sandhya, so that's the update. But let's also listen in to what Dinesh Zala, who's a resident of the Hiranandani Society. Remember, this is the society where this fraud first came to light. Subsequently, it was found out that the same gang conducted these fake drives in 9 different locations, 8 in Mumbai and 1 in Thane. Let's listen in to what this resident had to say.
नहीं, पुलिस ने उसका काम कर रही है पुलिस, लेकिन पुलिस ने हमको सामने से आके कोई चीज़ बताई नहीं कि ये हो रहा है केस के अंदर, ये हो रहा है करके। शायद हमारा कोई एक आध बंदा जाके मिलता होगा तो उसको बताते होंगे, लेकिन बाकी ओवरऑल हम लोग को कोई कांटेक्ट नहीं किया जा रहा है। हम लोग को जो भी समझ में आ रहा है आपके मीडिया के थ्रू समझ में आ रहा है कि क्या हो रहा है करके। हम लोग BMC को अप्रोच करने का कोशिश किया था, जिसको जैसे भी होता फ़ोन करके या तो मैसेज लेके या तो किसी के थ्रू हम लोग कोशिश कर रहे हैं उनको मिलने की, लेकिन वो मिल नहीं पा रहे हमको BMC वाले अभी तक। तो हमको एक्चुअली BMC से एक ही सवाल करना है कि हम लोग के लिए कुछ गाइडलाइन है तो बताए कि हम लोग को क्या करना है, क्योंकि हम लोग के वहाँ से बहुत सारे बच्चों को बाहर गाँव जाना है पढ़ने के लिए। अभी समझ लो कि ये इंक्वायरी 6 महीना चलेगी, तो वो बच्चा बेचारा क्या 6 महीने बैठा थोड़ी रहेगा। 30 मई को जब भी हुआ था ना कैंप, तभी लोगों को इतना अवेयरनेस नहीं था। BMC ने कोई ऐसी गाइडलाइन जाहिर नहीं की थी, और कि जैसे आज कोरोना के बारे में इतना पब्लिसिटी हो रहा है, हमारा फ़ोन भी उठता है तो पहले कोरोना के बारे में बात निकलती है। यानी जो अवेयरनेस होना चाहिए वो गाइडलाइन के लिए उतना अवेयरनेस BMC ने मेरे ख्याल से शायद फैलाया नहीं है। और दूसरा बात ये कि कोकिलाबेन से हमारे वहाँ जो बंदा आया था करने को, उसके साथ हमारा 1260 रुपये में नक्की हुआ था। तो वो बंदे ने भी हम लोग को जो कहा था कि सारी चीज़ें हम करूँगा, मैं ऐसे बहुत सारे कैंप कर रहा हूँ, तो सारी रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी उसको दी थी। इसके लिए 780 वाली वैक्सीन हम 1260 में लेने को तैयार हो गए थे।
All right, well, that was what one of the residents who's been a victim of this fraud had to say at this point in time. But after Mumbai and Thane, There is, in fact, a report of a vaccination drive scam that has emerged from Kolkata as well, where several residents, including Trinamool MP Mimi Chakraborty, were duped by fraudsters. Now, impersonating an IAS officer, the accused conducted a drive for transgenders and the specially abled and invited Mimi Chakraborty for that particular drive. Now, to encourage locals to get vaccinated, Mimi went there and, in fact, took the jab herself there. But what raised a suspicion was that she didn't get any confirmation message on CoWIN, and then she contacted the police and the accused was then arrested. In fact, let's go across to Doypan Ghosh, assistant editor at the Times of India, who's joining us on the phone line. Thank you so much for joining us. What's the latest developments as far as this entire incident is concerned? We also understand that this person has done other fake vaccine drives as well.
As of now, the police have found that this person has been involved in at least 2 other such drives, one in North Kolkata and another in the southern suburbs of the city. As of now, we can confirm that the KMC, the Kolkata
Yes.
Municipal... Hello? Hello?
Yes, please go ahead.
As of now, we can confirm that the Kolkata Municipal Corporation has seen the vials and they claim that these vials are fake. Though no final confirmatory reports have come in, they are saying it will take some more time. But prima facie, it seems that these are some vaccines that are actually administered to young children, and it seems that this might be fake.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much for joining us and getting us that information. But let's, in fact, turn our attention back to the Mumbai fraud drive, and we're getting in some breaking news on that front. All right, this is with regard to Shivam Hospital, which in fact held the drive in the Kandivali Society, and this hospital, we understand, was not authorized for vaccination. Now, the BMC has told Mirror Now that permission was not given to Shivam Hospital and that the vials were also not given by the civic body to Shivam Hospital. In fact, they're trying to check where the hospital got those vials from. Disha is with us for more on this. Disha, this is an extremely important bit of information here. This hospital, which supposedly held this drive at the society, wasn't even authorized to conduct vaccinations.
Well, we are getting 2 different versions here, Avni, from the BMC particularly. So when Mayuresh in person asked the question to the police that, and when the police said that at least about they are getting information, 38 vials were given by the BMC to this particular hospital in concern. So where after that, of course, we questioned the BMC, who flatly denied 2 factors. A, that they did not really give permission to Shivam Hospital to conduct any vaccination, that is one. And secondly, they outrightly also denied, saying that they haven't given any vials to Shivam Private Hospital. But further, when we checked here on Mirror Now, that what BMC had to say, that claim was right or wrong. So we actually found the hospital's name in the BMC's private hospital's vaccination list. So here, of course, the BMC here outrightly, denying the fact that they had given permission to Shivam Hospital here in concern. So definitely the investigation, as far as this entire theory is concerned, completely is baseless, is what we understand as far as the BMC's version is concerned. So we'll definitely once again question the BMC on this particular fact after seeing the list of the private vaccination centers that we have got here on Mirror Now.
All right, Disha, thank you so much for getting us all of those details. So obviously there are different versions, a lot of questions at this point in time still about these fake drives that have been conducted. We'll of course keep tracking all of those developments. On that note, we'll slip into a very quick break here on The Big Story. We'll be back with lots more. Stay tuned.